I wanted to come outside because it was just so cold in the house and I am sleepy as hell. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. I hope people can hear me. I don't want all this to be for nothing. Yeah, so I'm like outside in Senegal in Africa. Unreal. Unreal. But this is something that I wanted to talk about because I did a video on this, and I apologize if my lips is too much, but I swear I just want to go to sleep. Like I swear I just want to go to sleep. But I know I have to push this message out because it's so important. Um, so today I'm gonna tell you guys how to get pregnant, and this is the unethical way. This is another type of way we're talking. You know, I just want someone to confirm that they can hear me first. Is there any way I can do a sound check on here? I don't know. Wait. Create a short. Okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Okay. So so let's begin. So how to get pregnant, right? You will first set your mind on what you want to do. So if you want to have a baby this year, next year, be very intentional about that. Okay? Be very intentional about the time you want it, the date, with whom. It needs to be down to specific details. The little minuscule details is not going to work with this. You need to know everything that you want, whether it's the gender, you know, you need to know exactly what you want. And it's like beautiful crows flying around. I smell food. Yeah. Um, and so now, since you have your intention and the things that you want, go write it down. Go write it down in your journal, wherever you can. Write it down. Okay? Now, once you're done writing it down, you have to sit there and you have to picture this exact child in your mind. Now, I am speeding through it fast, but you have to picture this exact child in your mind. Okay? So, however you want it to be, however you want your child to be, the gender, what they look like, how their personality is, you need to sit and meditate on that. And really like get to the grim details. Like, even if you said I want them to have dimples, now you do have to be realistic. If you or your family, it doesn't run in your family to have dimples, you know, don't be too crazy with it. But like, for example, I want my child to have dimples, I want my child to be dark skinned, I want my child to be beautiful. Okay, so you sit there and you meditate and you just think of that specific child. What do they smell like? What is their hair like? What is their nails like? Be very specific in your intention, right? And this is much better if you have a partner to do this with, because two powers is more than one, especially if they're manifesting a baby too. Whew, two powers is better than one. Um, so then once you get the idea of what you want, I'm so distracted. Once you get the idea of what you want and how you want it, and you've meditated on it, you've possibly talked to your partner about it, You possibly talk to your partner about it. You've done the research, you've done the things that you need to do. Um, After this, you go into the health part. So, and a lot of people say, "Oh, this is just too much." Listen. That's why a lot of people today are so depressed with no direction and no way to go, because a lot of us were made out of lust. We were not planned and manifested children. We were just made from oops. So a lot of people, because of that, a lot of people don't have direction. A lot of people don't know which direction to go in. They don't know what they're doing, and they don't know how to raise children because of this. So, um, don't say, "Oh, it's too much. I could just have a baby. Like, I could just have sex and have a baby." Yeah, you can. But, like, why not have the greatest baby of all time? You know what I'm saying? The greatest baby of all time. And you know whose parents did this is Michael Jackson's parents. And you see their children. You see their children. Um, Joe Jackson was very intentional. He was like, my kids will go to California. My kids will do this. Like, he was very intentional. Who else did this? Serena Williams' father. He was very intentional. He knew he wanted two tennis players, and that's what he made them, two tennis players. So it's very important to manifest your children in the right way. Don't just bring them in because of your lust. A lot of us were made from lust, and we see the material. So, um, yeah. So after that, what you want to do is get, how can I say that? You start doing the do. Okay, you start doing the do. So that that would mean having very intentional sexual relations, like very intentional. Not lustful relation. You can, but just make sure when you're ready to manifest that child, that is not the lustful sex. That's a spiritual sex. So during this time, okay, so let's say y'all ready to have the baby. Decorate the room. Like, this is a whole melting pot of ritual, okay? And don't be afraid of the word ritual. This is a whole melting pot of ritual. So you want to light up some white candles all in the room. Just you and your partner, right? Maybe even some baby oil. Everything is intentional. Everything is filled with intent. Roses, probably like roses in a vase or something. Very, very intentional. Or rose petals, okay? Essential oils, lavenders, whatever. Okay? Um and during this time, both of y'all having very slow and intentional sex, like really slow. I'm talking like, it's none of that like, "Oh, let me hurry up and get my nut." No. Very slow and intentional, and just welcoming, right? You're inviting this person to combine souls to create a new life. Really slow, really slow. And while you're going up, like, just share the love with that person. Just share the love. Literally, just love on each other really, really slow. Share the love. Like, I'm talking nothing else in this world exists in this moment that you're trying to make this baby. Nothing exists. Okay? That's how you should approach it. And like the live as you come in, and comment if you will, so we can push this out. So, being very intentional in this moment, right? So then you have, let's say, you get closer to the climax, right? And side note, make sure that you're in ovulation during this time, okay? Make sure you're in ovulation and at your peak of fertility. And that's why the previous step that I said, the health part is really important. Like making sure the father is eating good and you want a healthy baby, you want the greatest of all time type of baby, right? um so once you make sure that, okay, so go back. When you're about to climax and whatever, think about the child that you wrote about. Think about that child that you wrote about. And you want to think everything that you put on that paper, right? So if you put on the paper, I want my child to be a boy with dimples, dark skin, beautiful, light skin, beautiful. In that moment, you think of whatever child that you wrote down, when you're about to climax. Don't even think about the luxurious feeling of a orgasm. You just think about that child. And that's the thing about creation. Like, creation is really beautiful, and creation is energy. So if you're creating something from pure energy, from pure love, you can only imagine how that child is going to be, right? um and it's so important to write a destiny for that child, like giving the child a destiny, not just bringing it into this world without direction, without knowing what you want to do with this child. Like, give it direction. Give it direction. I know a lot of people would say, no, I want them to choose their career. I want them to choose what they want to do when they get in this life. Okay, great, but give it direction. Even if the direction is, you don't have to be so specific. You can just say, oh, I want this child to become the most successful at whatever they're doing, whatever field that they choose. Me, I'm going to pick the destiny for my children. I'm going to pick for them. And not because I'm controlling, it's just because it's so important to give them direction. It's so important. Instead of wasting so much time trying to find what they're here for, you already gave it to them. And most times they'll be grateful for that. They'll be grateful for that. So yeah, after your climax and after you think of the child and really, really put power into this manifestation, into this child, after that, just rub your belly or something and just say, it is so, it is done. My baby's coming. Make sure you're firm. And after that, you continue to think about that baby. You continue to think about that child. Now, let's say all fails and you do not get pregnant, let's say all fails, you do not get pregnant. Trust in the timing, okay? Trust in the timing. But yeah, that is my full playbook on getting pregnant, the spiritual, unethical way. And also just make sure you are, how can I say that? Just make sure you're also, like, before the sex, before you do any of that, womb affirmations, womb cleansing, keeping your body clean, keeping your womb clean, because that's where the baby lives. So just womb affirmations. Tell yourself, I am fertile, I am happy, my womb is ready to carry a baby, my womb is this, my womb is that. Just make sure you're putting that power into your womb as well. Everything is energy in this world, everything, and intention. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say today.